Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Every year, ASPCA donates over $2 million to helping starving animals like this in need. Ew, you stepped in your pee.
I'm trying to take a video of this scenic. Just went over a really big climb coming out of Glasgow. Sad to leave that shelter that's in town. I wish Grant and I stopped there, although it would have been different last year with COVID. But super cool shelter setup. And now we're doing 15 miles today, past the 800-mile marker. And on Saturday, we're gonna get Trail Magic with Mama Pasta, and I'll see Hampton and Grant, and I'll get to meet Sarah, which will be really nice. I think that this might be some type of honeysuckle because it smells like it. And it has these little my nose is stopped up, but I think it might be some type of honeysuckle. I remember reading this placard last year. Just really sad. I remember Grant had already walked up to the top of the hill, and I told him, I was like, did you read this placard? It's so sad. And like, you should go back and read it. And he's like, no, I'm not going back. And that's where he was. He was just up there. 800 miles. Man. One thing I've learned is that you don't really need to carry water bags on the AT, since there's usually water within every 6 miles or so at most. Like, we had to do a 9-mile water carry today, but you could just take 2 1-liter bottles and just kind of like lay your bottle down, either dip it directly into the creek or whatever and fill it up, or just let the stream fill it up. And then I attach my Sawyer squeeze directly to the top of the bottle and then squeeze it into my other water bottle, which always stays fresh water or treated water. Cold soaked oatmeal with walnuts. Took about an hour. We are walking the old AT. There's been a reroute because there's a damaged bridge up ahead, but apparently there's a swimming hole that we're going to take advantage of. So this is the downed bridge. The reason for the reroute. And over here is our swimming hole.
Lots of time for support.
Supper.
I'm gonna have that in a glass of milk. I wish I had one now. It would be impossible to match that flavor. Observe as you walk, be aware of the history of
We're getting to near the end of the section hike that Grant and I did last year. Right where that road is that goes up to Buena Vista, where Mom and Dad like to do Trail Magic. We hear tell that there's currently some Trail Magic there. So hopefully we get there before it's gone.
checking a video. We eat corn.
Guys get paid by the mile, so the faster they drive, the more they pay. They're gonna come through and be like, "What the fuck is going on here? I'm the Jewish carpenter. Leave me alone."
Did you hear a spirit and a leg?
morning. It gets light out so early now. I think this is the earliest I've left. It's about 6:45. Well, other than the time I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and I hiked in the morning. So I'm on my way to the priest for Mama Pasta Trail Magic, which everyone's really excited about again. And then the day after tomorrow, so tomorrow we're going to Devil's Backbone Brewing Company. And I'm looking down because I'm going a little bit downhill and I want to watch my step. So we're going to the brewing company tomorrow, and I had to make reservations for that. I'm not sure why. I guess they're really popular or something. And then tomorrow evening we're also going to be going to the cabin that Mountain Goat's parents have reserved. So that means today I'm just doing 11 miles because we did almost 21 yesterday. And then day after tomorrow we're doing like 10. And then we're taking a 0 on Monday, which will be really good for my ankle because my left ankle has really been bothering me. Mostly when I wake up in the morning, it's super stiff. And then if we push really big mile days, like our 20-mile days, then at the very end of the day, like the last few miles, it will start to hurt. But I've been using Tiger Balm, putting it in the creek, massaging it. I tried to elevate it for the first time last night, but it's kind of hard to sleep with the pack under your feet because the quilt means that it brings in like a draft when you elevate it. So, and it was kind of chilly last night, so it was a little hard. But a couple of things I'd like to mention that happened yesterday are, so we decided to try to find a swimming hole yesterday, even though it's still kind of chilly. And apparently there's a swimming hole where a bridge is down, and the ATC rerouted it so you don't go through that bridge. But we just took the old route of the AT, and we all like got into the super cold water in the swimming hole, and then got out, and then an explosion went to go change further down, like up the trail from where we had come. And since it was rerouted, she didn't think anybody would come that way. And so she's like, she had just taken her sports bra off, and then all of a sudden this really quiet hiker named Portrait comes walking down, and she basically flashed him her chest, and she like screamed and like covered herself, and he like screamed and covered his eyes, and it was just really awkward. And she like was able to change real quick and so he could come through, and then I come walking past there because I had to pee, and I'm like, sorry, just gotta pee here. So this poor guy, that was his introduction to us. And then explosion, tried to laugh it off even though she was embarrassed, and she said, usually I have a guy buy me dinner first before I show them these or something, which was just really funny. And then what's really, really funny though is later on we saw Portrait again, and he brought her Subway. So he brought her dinner because he was he felt so bad. It was really funny. Priest Shelter is only 1 mile uphill from here. please leave be. I gotta be with some places. Gosh, please leave. Likes my snot rag. Just got to the campsite and set up after the trail magic, and we're all gonna go swimming. Excited. I don't think I'm gonna get tired of these views or my new pack. Ah! Look at these beautiful colors. Moss growing on the rock.
Half of a fake chicken.
Half of a chicken. Potatoes. Enjoying it? Mm-hmm. Whew. Oh. Explosion and I are in search of showers because we hear tell there are free showers at the brewing company. So, yeah. Woo! Showers! Showers!
Hiker hack. What do you think that would cost?
Okay, that'd be probably about $45.
$45 for 9 people,
For
or
9
just one shuttle
It's gonna be $45 per person.
per person. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get back to you after that.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm talking about.
You requested it.
Yeah, is the big constructors race where every car company goes and tests their car in an endurance race against each other. And Ferrari dominated for
Go ahead, Cal. I will name at least one.
Cows.
To run